I don't need a man, I'll marry myself. It sounds powerful, but is that Islamic? Today, we expose the truth using authentic sources from Kitab Nikah. I am Abdullah Rahim and I am an Islamic student. And we have started this series to talk about Kitab Nikah in this. And this is our third video in this series. If you haven't watched the first two videos, so go to the channel and watch previously two updated videos so you can understand this one more specifically. One common question in books of fiqh is, can someone in a state of ihram, like during Hajj or Umrah, get married? The person in ihram is called a muhrim if male and muhrima if female. According to the Hanafi madhab, yes, it is allowed for a muhrim or muhrima to marry while in ihram. There is no evidence in the Qur'an or Sunnah clearly prohibiting it, so the marriage contact is valid, but not all scholars agree. For example, the Shafi'i and Maliki scholars consider it haram to marry during ihram, and if someone does, the nikah is invalid. So what does this tell us? That marriage has specific conditions and imitations based on time, states, and identity. And that brings us to the real question: can a woman act as both the proposer and acceptor and marry herself? So now we understand that some conditions, like being in ihram, don't necessarily stop a nikah from happening. But what about the most important condition in any nikah? Who has the right to perform it? According to Imam Abu Hanifa, if a woman is mature and sane, then she can perform her own nikah with her own consent, even if her wali disagrees. This applies whether she is a virgin or a woman who has been previously married. As long as she chooses someone suitable, that nikah is valid. In the Hanafi madhab, Imam Abu Hanifa's view puts strong emphasis on the woman's majority and ability to make decisions, but two his top students, Imam Abu Yusuf and Imam Muhammad, disagreed. They said a wali is still necessary to the nikah of a woman, whether she is a virgin or previously married. So, according to them, a woman cannot marry herself off, even if she is mature and sane. This difference shows why there is confusion even today. If a woman follows Imam Abu Hanifa's view, her self-conduct marriage might be valid, but according to other opinion, it wouldn't count without a wali. Even in a Hanafi fiqh, scholars recommend involving the wali to avoid family disputes, fitna, or doubts about the marriage. Now, let's say the wali is involved in the nikah. Does he have fully control to marry her off to anyone he wants? No. If the girl is mature and sane, then the wali cannot force her into nikah. This is agreed by all the major scholars. This means even if the father or guardian wants someone for her, her consent is absolutely necessary. Without it, the nikah is not valid. Now, here is something beautiful from Hanafi fiqh. If the girl is virgin and the wali asks her about the proposal and she silences or laughs or even cries without making a sound, then that counts as agreement. Why? Because in many cultures, especially among young women, shyness and modesty stop them from speaking openly. Sharia understands that. But if the woman, she's been married before, then she must clearly say yes with her mouth. Her silence isn't enough anymore. Islam honors both modesty and experience. That's why it treats the constant of a virgin and a previously married woman slightly differently. So whether it's silence or speech, one thing is clear: no nikah is valid without the woman's will. And this brings us even closer to answering, can a woman perform her own nikah? So what we have learned today, nikah has specific conditions. Some scholars allow marriage in ihram, others don't. Some say a mature, sane woman can do her own nikah, like Imam Abu Hanifa, while others require a wali. But everyone agrees no nikah is valid without her consent. So, can a woman marry herself in Islam? The answer is, it depends on the madhab you follow. If you follow the Hanafi madhab, like I am Hanafi myself and I follow Imam Abu Hanifa, it is allowed for a girl to perform her own nikah. But if you follow his students, his two top students, or the Shafi'i madhab or the Maliki madhab, then it's not allowed for a woman to perform her own nikah. This was a very important video for young people, like mature and sane. So if you have learned anything that you didn't know before, so hit that like button, and if you are new to this channel, to subscribe our channel for more Islamic content like this. Stay curious, take care, Allah Hafiz, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.